Alrighty, a 3-year update here. This is for Russell Mack. If you read down in the comments down there, he's kind of a troller, but I figured it was worth a video for him. We're gonna do a real quick test because my mom's moving, and she's gonna move back home a couple hours from here. So she's out here by herself now, and so she's ready to go. So she's selling the property, but we wanted to test this real quick before we sell it and make sure it's all running and everything's good. And we're going to do a little update here of, it's just almost exactly 3 years. Next month will be 3 years, I think, from the date we installed this. Actually, it might have even been over spring break, so we may have already be past 3 years. It just was June when I got the video up. So we're going to try it out and see how it goes and get her started up.
I think it will.
All right, so we're going to turn off the main breaker just to simulate power outage.
Open that thing. Thank you. Okay. Open the door. Step in there.
There's a big old piece of grass. Do I have to turn that gas on over there?
No.
No, it's all on?
Just prime the back. There's a push-in primer back there on the round.
Gotta reach the primer back here.
Get the air out of there.
How many times?
I don't know. About 3, I think. Okay,
right.
And then just turn on the key.
And then
Turn it on.
turn it to
Right there.
on.
No, just leave all the other knobs off. They're all where they're supposed to be.
Alright, so she got it started. And then what she says she does next is come in here and flip off breakers. Where's the, oh, the lights are out. Guess I gotta use my flashlight here. She turns them all off. But I'm not really going to worry about it at the moment because
220s especially.
Yeah, well, let's do water heater in case it kicks on. Water heater 8. So we'll just turn this water heater off just in case that one kicks on, but otherwise nothing else is running right now. We should be good. All right, so now that it's warmed up, she said she always starts it first and then she'll come out and go. While it's warming up, she'll go and flip her breakers off. And then come over here to the panel again. And of course there's no power, so she hasn't even opened in here yet. But then she'll go ahead and flip this, lift that up, and flip your generator on. You're gonna hear it surge. There it goes. Now we got power in the house. Let's go check and verify. For all you naysayers out there. And here's a test for sound volume. I don't know if you can hear it, but everybody said it was going to be really loud and everything, but even with no insulation in that box and stuff, it's not very loud. And it's right behind the TV here. Well, really, I guess it's more over here behind the kitchen sink. So there's the lid, and I'm standing right here by the window, and I think you can hear it. I mean, you could, but you can carry on a normal conversation in here. I'm not talking loud or anything. So flip your TV on. Well, actually the ring thing came back on. Your TV come on. Yep, there it goes. Got light here. And I bet this light switch works now.
Maybe you got the breaker off.
Well, I didn't think I turned any off.
You probably turned it off because I know it was working this morning. Probably turned off the breaker too.
Well, that one came on, so I don't know what I did with that one. Refrigerator lights on. Everything in here is working good. I could flip on the hot water heater, but there's no reason to right now. And that's how she does it. Now, I don't know what I did with the light in here. That's...
Well, there's some of them
Oh, there's one right next to it. I guess I must have, when I did the water heater, I must have turned it off too. Now it works. All right. You should be able to hear the thing surge. I'm gonna go to on. And I heard the vents come on just now. And that actually didn't surge any hardly at all. So this generator is more than capable of running this small house. So as the title says, whole house generator. All right, as you can see here, all of the breakers are on. And you can probably hear the AC intake running. So right now we got several lights. The one right here in this room. The stove's working, the light in the kitchen, TV's on, AC's running as I said. I could probably even turn the microwave on. Got the microwave running. The last storm they had, she said she ran it for almost 3 days straight before the power came back on. They lose power a lot in this area. Okay, there we go. Nice test for it to go. Still running after about 3 years or so, and it served her well. She's figured out how to come and do this. She was out here telling me I was doing it wrong because she's got it all figured out. So she hadn't blown herself up or started anything on fire or electrocuted herself or any of that kind of stuff yet. She's pretty much a pro at it, and you know, posted the video in June of 2017. I think we did some of the install in December of 2016, and it's been working like that pretty good out here. She does lose power often. Not too long ago, about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, they lost it for almost 3 days. It was not quite 3 days in a row that they didn't have power, and they just let this thing run. And the tank never went empty out there. Just kept on going and providing power. So for a small home, probably anything under 1,200 square foot and maybe 2 people living in it, 2 to 3 maybe, it runs the whole house. We had the, you know, as you could see, you probably heard the AC running, that intake vent, and turned on the microwave. You probably and it didn't even surge with just those things running. If the hot water heater kicked on, the AC was going, and you decided to run the microwave and the stove at the same time, might make it stall out, but we didn't even hear a surge in there yet. And the sound quality inside, with just being right here with this box, you know, you could carry on a normal conversation like I mentioned. So pretty good setup and a cheap alternative to those professional installs. For, you know, I think the cheapest quote we got was a $6,500, and that was without the propane line. So still had to get that done by a plumber. So that would have, who knows how much that would have cost. Yes, did we learn a lot? That's great. Yes, we did. And we ran into a few problems, but we overcame them, figured out how to make it work. And that's the whole point of this channel, is to get you outside and kind of thinking, hey, I can do that. You know, just do some stuff though, like the lockout box. Don't try to do this without that. Do that, or you're going to kill somebody. You know, but that's really all you need, is the lockout plate. And then it's not going to hurt anyone down the line. Make sure you do some things like that are safe. And you know, going back, what would we do differently? We probably would use the poly line instead of the black pipe. That's probably going to need changed out here sometime, but we didn't know about the poly pipe till we went down to the store, and we'd already laid all the black pipe. So I don't know, but people have been using that for years too. That's what's ran into the shop. So whoever installed the propane tank and everything ran the black pipe all the way into the shop for the heater that they used to have out there. So anyway, as always, just get out there and do some stuff. And you know, she's got her little system every time, because like I said, they lose power out here quite a bit, so they've used it a lot. But she just comes out here, she doesn't mess with this because the power's out, right? So she comes out here, primes it, turns it on. While it's warming up, she goes in and flips off the breakers that she wants to do. She doesn't really have to do that, but in the winter time, you know, the heater's on, and that's going to pull a little bit more power as well. So she does that. Then she comes back out, flips the lockout panel and the breaker on, and then she just goes in and turns on the stuff that they need. That way they don't have to, you know, accidentally shut it down by pulling too much of a draw. But hasn't done that yet. She's never installed it out or anything. So great setup. Propane one is the way to go, because they ran it for 3 days straight, and you don't run out, and you don't have to come out here with a gas tank and fill it up and, you know, spill your gas and come out every whatever it is 5 hours or so for this tank. It's got a pretty good sized tank on it, but you're still out here having to fill it back up if you use regular gas. And this is just an easy alternative. We didn't do anything. We just came out here, primed it, turned the key. So as always, just get out there, learn something new, try something, you know, figure it out. And you know, if you got questions, run into problems, do a little bit more research, go and read, ask the people at the stores, and figure it out. So as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Oh yeah, bonus here. She did want to tell me, don't ever plant a rose bush right by it. And don't line this with a whole bunch of hay and stuff, because there's straw down here, because you get the little, she opened it up one time, there's a little snake in there, and you know, it just gets things underneath it. Just got rat poison in there from all this, but that's part of being out in the country too. But this rose bush, she's trimmed it down several times, and it's still kind of a pain to get out here. So if it's cold and rainy, you don't want to squeeze through there. All right, I'm gonna go get some tools and unhook everything so we can get it out of there and get it sold so she can move on Wednesday.